HyperK0 here, and welcome to this Let's Play of Advance Wars 2 Black Hole Rising. This is part number 1. This is my second Let's Play, so this game is very different from Need for Speed actually. This is a turn-based tactics game, so I'm gonna explain as soon as we, do something. I'm gonna explain exactly how the game works. But for the moment, let's just start with the campaign, which is the main mode of the game, basically the story mode. And we're gonna start it from the beginning. So now we're not gonna continue. Let's go. Yeah, I know, don't care. So, Macroland, where the Black Hole Army's Iron Fist has crushed all opposition. Elsewhere, their grip is tightening. Hulk, come to me! By your command, my Lord Sturm. How goes the Macroland invasion? Excellent, my Lord. The RCOs have just completed their operations. Our objective is clear, is it not? To establish a base of Black Hole operations here on Wars Ward. Yes. Recently, I instigated a great conflict between the countries here. I sought to conquer them all amidst the unrest. I failed. That was in Cosmoland, was it not, my lord? I will not make the same mistakes again. This time, I will have a base and invade at my leisure. To that end, I need materials and money. Do not worry, my lord. The COs have been given their orders. They will transport all that you desire from the lands they seize. Do not fail me. Never, my lord. Okay, just a bit of, voice acting, but I'm not gonna do that every time, just when I feel like it. Hey Sammy, Nell said you needed to see us. I don't care for this first thing, just because it's pretty useless to understand the story, nothing really. This is the second game, this is Advance Wars 2, but I don't really think the story of the first game is needed to understand this game, so don't worry about that. Okay, this is the main map of the campaign. We have 5 continents, so Orange Star, Blue Moon, Yellow Comet, Green Earth, and Black Hole. Black Hole is the enemy, as you already probably, figured out, simply because they were talking about invading and destroying and stuff. So, the first part of the campaign is in Orange Star, and this is the first mission. Every mission is a flag on this map. And the level with 1 star is the difficulty of that mission, so this is a pretty easy mission. And that's the briefing. You press A and the briefing is out. Take out Black Hole's troops. Pretty easy briefing. Hey, why aren't the Orange Star lines broken? They're stronger than we anticipated. I don't want excuses. I want victory. More trouble, sir. We have reports of a new Orange Star CO arriving. Lord Flack, if we continue, we're only going to take more casualties. Nothing else to do. Here's the trouble we've got left. There's Orange Star CO. What's he like? Okay. So the first mission is called Cleanup. Mission 1. And there's gonna be a bit of briefing by now, but I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna do the briefing myself. So, this is the main, basically the game map. This is the mission map. There are different types of terrains, which we're gonna cover a bit later. As you can see, there's a wood, there's a river, these are plains, and this is a road. And this is an HQ, the headquarters. So your units and your headquarters are red. Technically they should be orange, but this is a funny fact. In In Japan they're called Red Star, not Orange Star. However, probably because of red being, associated to communism, in the US and European version, they got their name changed to Orange Star, but they're easily, red. You cannot make that mistake. They're red. So anyway, your units are red, and the enemy units are black. These are the enemy units. So we have 3 units of type infantry. This is an infantry unit. As the game says, they have lowest deployment cost, but that doesn't interest us right now. They move a maximum of 3 spaces. The vision is not needed now, and they have 99 rations. That means basically fuel, so they stop when their rations end. And their weapon is a machine gun. Sorry. What can we do with infantry? Well, we can move them, as in this, and then we can make them wait because there are no enemies, so no way to attack. The enemies are pretty far. The other type of unit that we have now is an APC. It's not an attacking unit. It has no weapons. You can move, however, 6 tiles, a maximum of 6 tiles, and it can load infantries. So you can basically use the APC to move infantry. But for now, we're just gonna make it, follow us around. Also, as you just saw, but it was pretty fast, you can use the supply option with the APC. That resupplies the rations or the fuel for your adjacent units. So, for example, this infantry has 96 because it wasn't adjacent to the APC, but these two have 99 because they've been replenished by the APC itself. So when you moved all your units, or when you basically finished moving, you just go in the menu with A or select, and you do end. Select end. And it's enemy turn. As I said, it's a turn-based game.
Tell me my stuff! Can I win with this unit? Ha! This is where the fun starts!
I hate Flag so much, but at the same time he's so stupid that it's almost funny. So, keep moving now, there's not much to be done here really. The next turn we're gonna see some action. So, day 2. Okay, now, as you can see, the enemy is closer now. You can see if you can attack an enemy just by pressing B when your cursor is over a unit. And there we are. This infantry can attack this one. However, since they're both the same type, the reverse also applies. So this one can attack you. However, since it's my turn, I attack first, of course. So I can attack with 3 units. I can attack with this one, I can attack with this one, or I can attack with this one. There is a difference though, and that's because of the terrain that I already mentioned. This unit can attack just from a plane. This one from a road, and this one from a boots. From boots. Since boots give 2 stars of protection, as you can see in the bottom left corner, planes give 1 and roads give none. The best thing to do is attack with this one. Simply because while the enemy counterattacks, your units will be more protected, hence receiving less damage. When you select the attack option, a damage window appears that tells you how much damage you're gonna do. 44% basically means 4 health points. The maximum health points are 10, as you can see. In the square, in the gray square, 10. So we're gonna basically bring them down to 6 or 5, depending on our luck. Okay, 6. In my first take of this let's play was 5. I guess I'm not so lucky. Okay, now we're gonna attack with this one. Simply because between planes and road, it's best to attack from planes. And we're basically gonna kill them. So, also remember a very important thing in this game. Units with more health do more damage. So for example, if you need to choose attacking from between this unit and this unit, you definitely want to attack with the full health unit, because it's gonna deal more damage compared to this one. And then we're gonna stay out of this guy attack range. Day 3. And of course he's gonna attack a weak unit, but he's not gonna kill them. Thankfully. Our turn. And now time to finish them. Now this unit is pretty much dead. It cannot stand a chance against this 9 HP unit, so I'm just gonna leave it alone. And then I'm gonna attack. First with this one. Okay. And now with the other infantry. And we should be good to go. When you destroy all of enemy units, you win. Usually. Not always, but usually. In this case, we won. Your time is here. I order you to surrender. You did it, Andy. This area has been liberated. But it was kinda too easy. Don't worry, I have a feeling that we're in for a whole slew of combat. Today, however, we celebrate your victory. Keep up the good work. Okay, sorry for that clapping. At the end of the battle, we have our score. Score is based on 3 factors: speed, power, and technique. Speed is pretty straightforward, you know. The less turns you take, the more speed you get. Power is based on how many units you destroy in a single turn, and not in the whole battle, so that's important to remember. It doesn't matter how many units you destroy in total, it just matters how many you destroy in a single turn. To get 100%, that is 100 points, you need to destroy at least 1/10 of the enemy units in one turn. Of course, the enemy units were just 2, so 1/10 of 2 is very small. We just need to destroy 1 basically in one turn, and we're done. So in this battle, it's not possible to do less than 100% on power. And then technique. Technique is the opposite. You don't want to lose more than 1/10 of your all units in a single turn. Otherwise, you're gonna get less than 100 points. So it's gonna be clear probably. Anyway, just when we do more complicated battles, because it's easier to calculate. Here we are dealing with very small numbers. The rank is based on your total points. So for example, 300 to 280 gives you an S rank, which is the maximum. And then A rank, and then B rank and C rank, depending on how much you did. If you did very badly, then you get a C rank. Okay. Then you get points. We're not gonna talk about points now, they're needed in the shop for the game, but for now I'm not gonna talk about it. The first mission is complete, we get a new mission, and we save. In the first part of the game, you have just linear choice. Basically, after you complete a mission, a new one pops up. But later in the game, not much later really, pretty soon, you're gonna get multiple choices. So you can select which mission you want to do first, and you can even skip some missions completely. Let's go with the second one. We are at 13 minutes, so I can do it, definitely. North flag! Orange Star forces sighted on the opposite shore.
What? Is that all you got? Ha! Send all the tanks! Tanks are powerful and they move far. Tanks are the best. Orange Star shields? Ha! I will crush them all!
Okay. So, mission 2, Border Skirmish. This mission is as easy as the first one, don't worry about that. Okay, as you can see, we have a different CO. CO stands for Commanding Officer, but I'm not gonna talk about COs in detail until a bit later. And you can see the different CO in the top right corner at the moment, but you can move. Well, not in this. Okay, yeah. If you move the cursor close to it, it's gonna move to the other side. So, but it doesn't matter right now which CO we have. Actually, it does matter, but not really that much. So this time, your enemy units are more, you know, there are more enemy units. They have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. Of course, we want to get rid of this tank. So a tank is a pretty useful unit. The tank has 6 move tiles, a maximum of 6 tiles. He has 70 fuels, but he has the most important thing he has is a cannon, and a cannon can destroy your vehicles pretty easily. And he also has a machine gun, which is more powerful than the machine gun carried by the infantry. So you definitely don't want to attack with the infantry. Otherwise you're gonna get pretty much destroyed. What you do want to do, however, is attacking with the match. So max, I don't know if max or match, however. Max are pretty powerful. They can move just two tiles, so one less than infantry, but they have a bazooka! And the bazooka is pretty powerful, although it has only 3 ammo. That is something to consider. Machine gun does not have ammo. However, main weapons like cannons, bazooka, and stuff like that definitely have rounds, basically ammo. So if you run out of ammo, you're gonna automatically stick with the secondary weapon, and that's not very powerful. So let's use max and attack. You're gonna see that we're gonna destroy them. Boom! 10-3, and they barely scratched us. And then we're gonna complete the destruction with our own tank. Boom! As you can see, a nice touch is every army has its own design for tanks, artillery, other units, and infantry. They have different designs, so that's a nice touch. Then we have another APC, which we're not gonna use right now, except for supplying the fuel for these two. And we have an artillery. Now, artillery is special because it's an indirect unit. As you can see, if you press B, you cannot attack adjacent units, but you can attack far units, 2 to 3 tiles far. They're pretty useful, but we cannot use them at the moment, so let's just move them. And then you can see there is a new type of terrain here, which is cities. Now, cities are useful because they give you money. In this particular map, it's not needed, but they're gonna be needed soon enough. For the moment, just remember to capture as many cities as you can. How do you capture cities, you say? Easy, with the infantry, of course. You move the infantry and you do capture. Now I disabled the animation for the capture simply because it's pretty dumb. But anyway, we finished, so let's go.
Good, 2 women CEOs! Good country, I must have it!
And they're gonna... basically, Fleck is capturing our own city. As you can see, the city is orange or red, so it's our city. But we cannot do much about that right now. Cities cannot be conquered usually in one turn. As you can see, there is a blinking number, that is the capture count. The maximum is 20, and then every turn that you do the capture option, it subtracts from that number, you subtract the HP of your units. However, since we're using a particular CEO, Sammy, that has very strong capture capabilities, instead of having 10, we have just 5. But usually you get 20 minus the HP of the units, which are 10, and you get 10, but since we have Sammy, is 5. Then we do, again, capture, and the city becomes ours. Then I'm gonna check the range of these two. Okay, I can move here. And now I'm gonna show you a very basic strategy. This is a bridge, and this is called a choke point. Basically, the units can only pass one at a time on the bridge, simply because tanks cannot cross rivers, although infantry can. So it's very useful to block a choke point with a unit, and then place indirect combat units close to it, so that when enemy units get close, you can bomb them with your indirect units and direct units combined. That's a very effective strategy throughout the whole game. So let's see what Flex does, apart from getting a useless city. So now we're gonna show some of artillery capabilities. However, remember something: indirect units cannot attack and move in the same turn. So if you move, you cannot attack. So you need to stay where you are and then do fire. The good thing about indirect attack is you cannot get counter-attacked, and that's very useful. No, actually, I'm not gonna do that, because Bridge does not give you any cover, 0 stars, while City gives you 3, so much better. Okay, let's finish what we started. Let's weaken this one, kill this one, and we're almost done with this mission, basically. Now, that APC right there is a bit annoying, is gonna basically flee, but it's not dangerous at all, so you just can delete it from the map as soon as you can when you destroy all other units. Boom. Okay, let's do this. And boom. Okay, come on, attack me. I know you will attack me. Unfortunately, I'm on a bridge, but I don't care. Sammy is very powerful with infantry. That's our special ability, so we did a decent amount of damage for just a counterattack. And this is the end of the mission, really, because the APC cannot attack. So I'm just gonna follow it. There you are. It's fleeing, but it's not that much of a problem. It's gonna stop soon enough, anyway. There we are. So it landed on the HQ because the HQ gives you 4 stars of cover, and also both cities and HQs give you an interesting ability. You can recover health. I'm gonna show it right now. There you are. 6 to 8. It gives you a maximum of 2 HP back. However, it requires money, so just be aware of that. But in these first missions, in these first missions, is not really needed. It's just something you can have, but it's not needed. Okay, should be it. This should be it. Ah, stupid APC. Also, APC stands for Armored Personnel Carrier. Just so you know. It's not something Advance Wars came up with. It's actually a real war, vehicle.
Not bad for a girl.
You're the Black Hole CEO? You're just a thug. What do you think?
Yup. Shut your trap. I'm leaving for now. Next time I'll put you in your place.
Hey! He escaped and he was so rude too. Oh, that makes me so angry. If I get a chance, I'm gonna run him down. And glad we can depend on you, Sammy.
Mission complete.
I know my voice acting of girls is obviously not very good. And why did I get so few points on speed? However, I don't really care. So, really, speed, because we probably took too much. Speed is determined on a hidden value. For every mission there is a time limit. If you pass that time limit, every turn, every further turn that you basically do, is gonna subtract you points. So, however, we got maximum power and technique. And since we're already at 24 minutes, this is gonna be the end of the part. So let's save and then. Okay, this first part is gonna end now. I hope you enjoy my choice of this game, and that's about it. Hyperkizio here. Thanks for watching and goodbye.